late. We didn't have anything on the agenda. We added some stuff last minute. So this will be a recording for those of you just looking for updates this week. If you have anything to add, please keep your comments set. So even though it's will be an IRC, this is a surprise. If you find this, it will probably be a unicorn, so that's my fault. So we're going to have a meeting anyway. So we're going to move right on down to this blog post. Hey, part 4, SF All Hands, one-on-one supports version. I wrote a blog post on some awesome highlights for what happened over the SF weeks. All hands, check that out, and you will be amused. We don't have any updates for contributors of the week or knowledge base, but Roland, do you have any product updates for this week?
There is a stuff coming out of Mozilla Taiwan. Firefox Rocket continues to roll along, and they are going to do another Android app for that part of the world. More details soon once I figure out what it is, but it's on GitHub. Maybe Severo, you've seen it already. Anyhow, yeah, lots of things happening in preparation for the second half of this year, but that's one big thing. And we have Firefox for iOS 13 rolling out this week, I believe. That's it. And I have to go in approximately 6 minutes.
Awesome. Roland, thank you so much for those updates. Lots of things happening on mobile devices.
Yeah, so,
Oops.
What was I going to say? If you're on iOS, try Lockbox. If you're on Android, try Notes in conjunction with your desktop browser. That'd be great.
I didn't know Notes worked on Android.
Notes is only an iOS app, which synchronizes with Notes add-on, or I believe it's an add-on on Firefox. Yes. So bust out your Android, download Notes, and synchronize it with Notes on your Firefox, Windows, Mac, Linux. It doesn't synchronize with Firefox for iOS or Android, as far as I know.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was using Notes to just make some notes on some online courses I was taking the other day. It's super fancy. I like having that sidebar on my desktop. Thanks. I'll check out the iOS version.
Well, I love taking notes. I've got notes in Dropbox Paper. I've got notes on wiki.mozilla.org. I've got notes in Google Docs. I've got notes. Evernote I tried, but I gave up on Evernote. Love to hear how people are keeping notes, especially our support volunteers, and how do they keep notes on the things they're doing, the wonderful things they're doing for Mozilla and Firefox and SUMO.
Hear that, folks? Love testers and sentiment in our user forums. Post now in the contributors discussion forum for more information. Please contact an admin if you need any subject starters. Okay, end ad there. Sorry. Okay. Thank you, Roland. I appreciate it. I was trying to be funny and it doesn't always work. Moving on to the support forum. So we have a funny little Easter egg here. Hopefully I can get it in before Roland leaves. Support forum, check out these discussions this week. About support info is going away in September when it reaches the release version 61. Please check out that discussion for some alternatives for collecting about support information, which is very vital to troubleshooting a lot of our forums, questions in the forums. There's also going to be a discussion. There is a discussion around private messages and Kitsune. Close them, keep them. What are they used for? Check out that thread there. Would love your feedback. And also the continuous feedback on, or discussion going on for the UI and mockups. Please check that out. We have a couple of answers for your questions and comments there. User issues to note this week. These are the top viewed recently in your support forum that have been asked. Interestingly enough, they are coincided with some of the top issues that we see on a all the time, adding add-ons back, SSL certificate errors. That is a long time. That actually was back in June or back in February, and is still a top viewer. Distinct one being, I think, the 3,000 or 1,000 bookmark stop, and then there is a threshold. I don't think it's documented anywhere for how the size of your profile, but I don't think anyone's ever reached that threshold. So let's open a bug for that for further investigation. And search hijackers. So the latest one is mapeasy.net. This one had over 100 views this week. Please make sure that that is being reported to Google Expedition. We will put that in Slack this week. Social support, Cloudflare discussions. If you see any questions in Twitter where you need some extra help on how to engage, one, tag it with DOH, DOH, DNS over HTTP. Cloudflare.
Go! Acronym of the week. Yeah.
Thank you, Roland.
It's a Simpsons reference. Isn't that what Bart Simpson says, though? And on that note, I will leave because you have to exit the conversation when you drop the Simpsons reference.
Drop the mic.
Cheers.
Thanks, Roland. See you later.
Ciao.
Yeah, so add those tags. If you have any questions, use the group chat or feel free to add a post in the support forum. There are some planning quality answer discussions for quality answers in Twitter. There is a couple of threads and discussions happening on the side where I noticed that quality answers are important to the community, so please see some of those discussions coming up this week. If you have any tweets you want to share about happy Firefox users, share it in this collection. So I didn't put the link to the collection here yet, but if you're watching the recording, this link will be shared over IRC shortly after the meeting. And if you can't add it, please just ping me and I will add it directly. There's been 3 added so far, so some interesting happy support users, which will be featured in the social support newsletter next month. Tags. So in order to prepare for the 62 launch, one of the things that we're planning on trying this time is to have some tags prepared and then a post explaining what each of them are. We do reactive tagging, and this is very helpful. However, one of the things that we can do to help with reporting top issues to product managers is having some tags anticipated and then measuring how much of an impact the anticipated issues were versus those that came up. So check that out. Look for some posts there and look for some discussions in the Telegram feedback loop. Some praise. Nilima made some support tweets this week. Way to go. And welcome back, Pravin and Zipix. We missed you. Thank you so much for your participation and reply. And if any of you out there are still using that FX help tag, you're awesome. And if you have any friends who'd like to join, please feel free to join. And those are all the updates that we had. Sorry for the last minute change. If you are interested in watching this 10-minute video for your updates, feel free to watch it on your podcast, listen to it. There is no podcast, but feel free to listen to it with the video not on during your workday or not during your workday or not at all. Whenever you watch it, I hope that you are in a safe place and that you have a lovely week. Thanks so much, guys. See you online. Bye.